May all people receive your good intentions. December 31st, 2013. Have you noticed, dear ones, that many dear souls tend to walk around as if they were in their own little world, unaware of anything else happening around them? Sometimes you yourself have done this, not seeing others, and being indifferent, while on the inside you are thinking and reacting either in a positive or negative way, possibly criticizing the other person, liking them or disliking them, etc. Regardless if your reaction is indifferent or reactive, it is your attitude towards other dear souls that is formed by your own habits, and sometimes your hormones, that will carry very little intention behind your reactions and behavior towards them. When you observe or meet up with another, either a feeling of indifference or a reaction will occur, and this action, dear ones, takes place over your precious hearts. What occurs is an automatic attitude that you have blindly accepted as being right and okay to use, and you allow these attitudes to cloud your perception of the other dear soul. Yet if each of you seeks to achieve a greater and deeper spiritual inner life, then you are also seeking to move beyond any indifference or reaction and move into the flow of pure and unconditional love. There are many degrees of love. The kinds of love that are automatic and reactive requires chemistry and certain preferences to be in place that will display the likes and dislikes that you have accumulated thus far. The outcome from this kind of attitude towards love could have you admiring from a distance, or to build unhealthy attachments, to wanting to have, to wanting control, to possess what it is you think you love. When love is more sensitive, there is caring and less reactions or comments as to how they feel or what loving the other person does for them. When you love consciously, you are able to recognize and realize at the beginning that there is sameness in all other dear souls, that their way of being is similar to your own. Eventually, dear ones, you all seek for the love that is beyond the sameness, and you enter unity, the recognition of the divine will of God, which is your basic and immediate source of unconditional love, and it's through God that each of you has your own unique will and ability to choose what is best for you every time you are required to make a decision. It is more than possible, dear ones, to teach your heart how to love, and you do this by practicing kindness, by being courteous, and by being respectful towards all people. How you treat others on a daily basis is essential. Another way of helping to expand your heart towards loving others unconditionally is by the practice of well-wishing. Well-wishing is part of many cultural traditions, and the core of their meaning is to create a heartfelt, positive, uplifting warmth towards others, even if those other dear souls are strangers. Words are not required either. Wishing other people with well thoughts can easily be practiced, dear ones, at any time. On the inside, when you see others, simply you wish them well as genuinely and lovingly as both your heart and mind will permit. Intention does matter. Your well-wishing requires you to have your full intention behind your action of wishing the other dear soul with thoughtful wishes. You need to mean what you are wishing for them. As you attempt to give well wishes to other dear souls, you will be able to finally observe the various elements that is inside of you that has been blocking and poisoning the purity of your well-wishing. You are able to see all that caused your heart to feel closed, and at last you are able to let it go and fall away because you have found love for yourself, and enough love to share with all other people. The approach you take to well-wishing is all very individual, and each one includes an affirmation of well-wishing that is ultimately directed towards another dear soul. We will leave you with some examples. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you find security. May you find peace and calm, where others could be. May the sun always shine upon you. May God's light and love always protect and heal you, and there are many more ways and wordings that can express your well-wishing towards others. Every time you wish someone well, with the purity of your intention behind each word, you are also attracting more goodness to enter your own life. Understand, dear ones, the effect of well-wishing is not just based on the words but on the warmth that comes from your heart and from the goodness of your intentions. Although the words can be the guide, your heart and intention needs to get moving in the flow of unconditional love. We encourage you to practice well-wishing towards other people, even if you do not know them and only can see them from a distance. If you are next to them during a conversation, you can use simple verbal formulations as you depart and leave the conversation. Many of you already do this. How often have you told the cashier as you are leaving her line, to have a nice day, or afternoon, or pleasant weekend? You are well-wishing out loud. It is through your own spiritual growth and development that your inner self grows and becomes more purified through God's loving support and guidance. As you allow God to be a welcomed part of your journey, your potential opens greatly, and in turn His potential will pour through you, creating a higher spiritual energy that will have divine effects wherever you go. This energy that you share with God can be directed to where it is needed the most, and through your intent, you share hope that is for yourself and for your entire global backyard. Well-wishing is an inner act that is simple and very effective. It helps to create a better and healthier attitude towards others and demonstrates your God self through subtle actions, words, through your thoughts, feelings and will. Your demonstration and willingness to share goodwill towards all other dear souls through the practice of well-wishing allows your entire self to be covered from the inside out of God's brilliant love and light, and it is through His light that you are able to see your own divine potential that is so necessary. Within each of you is the ability to transform your heart and soul, and you do this through the movement and actions of unconditional love that you apply and use during any meeting with another with your practice of well-wishing that demonstrates the purity of your intentions. The more goodness you share, dear ones, the more you help your troubled world. All the help the world needs begins with you. As you bring in new and positive changes into your own life, you are also helping to shape and change the world one step and one day at a time. And so it is. I am Ascended Master, El Morya, through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com